Hello, guys. Episode 37, version 2. Hello once again. Today, I hope that the internet will not break one more time. That very rarely happens to me, but well, it happened when I was live. So here we go. Um it's something that it's unpredictable. It's like COVID or something like that, but it happened. I'm sorry, guys, for having to do this one more time. We're back with Etienne. We're back with Christian. Hello, guys. And I'm just gonna pause myself before anything else and say, I I turn my head down to you, Patrick. I can see you in the chat right now. uh, I just received some SS dices, and they are absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much, Patrick. They're very good rolling dices. I've been rolling sixes all day long because yeah, it's been really crazy. So thank you very much. I I will have something for you ASP. I still haven't figured out what is your mail address, but maybe Etienne can tell me. Do you know Raymond's mail address?
Nope.
Because he's from Switzerland, so basically, you guys are from the same country, and I was thinking maybe you know him.
No, no, I don't know him. I mean, maybe, but not like that.
Patrick, old Battlefront, but still, really nice dices. Thank you very much. I haven't received mine. I have placed my SS order for the dices a while back, uh, and we're gonna discuss about that this on today's episode. I hope it will stick with us and internet will not fail on us. So, Christian,
Oh,
a- any last thoughts from what we discussed last time?
Yeah, the thing is, I've been at pre-show. I just talked to Tio about that. I wanted to add another topic for tonight, which would be competitive players versus casual gamers at tournaments, and how to like make sure that everybody has a great time enjoying our hobby, and how you can like sort things out beforehand so you don't get into any discussions or like acting that guy at the tournament or being a jerk. Uh, so we'll get to that.
All right, yeah, I'm actually having our new agenda for today, which includes this topic about competitive players versus casual players at tournaments. It's actually a topic that I can join you with some ideas because we are currently undergoing our, let's say, very competitive qualification tournaments for the Swiss four-man dream team. So basically, it's Hush. It will be Hush. And we're basically a small community here in Romania, about 10 guys that can come for tournaments and join for the tournaments. And it will be very difficult to have like really nice,
Calm
enjoy,
atmosphere. Yeah.
yeah, calm atmosphere and enjoyable things because it's about like this. It's six guys that are top competitive guys, and then there are two more guys who are veterans, let's say, or have played this game and know rules and these kind of things. But okay, they are taking it a little bit more relaxed. They don't overcomplicate, go trying to find the top lists and trying to find the meta and trying to be, with the tricks up their sleeves and doing the math all the entire game. They just go okay, relaxed and uh, play it casually, let's say. And then we have two new players that I think and I hope will join us for the long run with this hobby because we need as many new people as we can. and this will be a thing that probably I will try to emphasize and try to advertise to my kids at school, and try to maybe raise their interest, and maybe in 2 or 3 years they could, when they grow up to be like, high school or university level, they might settle down and try to join a hobby like our hobby. So, guys, I will just like to go back to what we were talking last night when everything broke down, because probably the last night show I will erase and have this as episode 37, version 2, all right, but it's just the standalone version of the 37th episode.
But I think you know what happened. That the guy sitting at the the big hub, central hub for all of the incident in Romania, he probably spilled some coffee down into his dashboard or something, and it just completely went dark, and now he's fired.
Yeah, probably we had this. I mean, my kids at school told me that we had this general situation all over Europe, Bucharest, for example, and people were complaining that their internet was very, very slow or not working that good and stuff like this. But yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah, Patrick, I hope it's longer than 14 minutes also. I hope we're gonna hit the 1 hour mark and still have some great ideas and topics to talk about. I'm sure about that, but I hope the internet will hang with us. So, Etienne, where did you go?
I'm here.
What did you do?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
So basically, yeah, yesterday we were talking about the Swiss next big tournament in Bournon, so near Lausanne. So the Super Smash Flames 21. So
Well,
the latest news from this is
is
that we go,
we
yeah,
have the logo here with us. It's just on the corner of our screen right now, and now back to you. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, no problem. I wanted to introduce your work after, but yeah. So basically, we keep going on the organization of the tournament, and we will not take over an ETC, so probably maybe an ETC that will show itself soon. So at the moment, we're waiting for the captain to say if they try to organize big events this summer or not. So at the moment, I would say it's freeze, but in the end, we are ready to open the tournament.
All right.
And as you guys asked me also last weeks, uh, we can have more people, but more people is more risks. But we have normally a solution to bring, I would say, 8 more teams in a tournament. So this is a good stuff, and
All
this
right.
is a thing that we will talk about after.
All right. So basically, let me just go back and try to recap for everybody, just to be on the subject. We have 64 players coming
Exactly,
to this tournament. That will be about how many teams?
16.
16 teams, perfectly. So basically, it will be the top 16 teams of Europe, let's say,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
I know we had that thing where we said that uh, we're gonna have teams that participated at the last ATCs, and they will have
Exactly,
priority to enroll and enlist for this
exactly.
tournament. But you told me that you have a lot of requests from local teams or from
Mhm.
other teams from all over Europe that they would like to come and participate and take part of this tournament. And basically, what you're telling us is that you are ready to engage into getting
Mhm.
lot supplementary space, let's say,
Exactly.
another building where you can
Mhm.
organize like 8 more teams to fight. So about 32 more players to come at this tournament and have a go there.
Exactly.
Nice.
But Etienne, how is it going with all the like Facebook page or homepage for like info about the tournament in general?
So till now we have worked on the logistic mainly and the rule pack that we proposed to the captain. We gave the priority to the captain. So out of 16 teams, at the moment came up with 12 teams with a okay to go with this solution. And so we have 4 more spaces to go through, and we have already 2 other teams that are so not, I would say, national team that want to join.
Yeah,
So
mercenary teams. Yeah.
exactly. So at the moment, this is 14 teams reserved in this place. So we have to find another place, and we found this next building next to the main event. And this we will split if we have too many people. We will split the event in 2 parts. After that, we don't move to the next step. That will be a T3 opening tournament and Facebook page and everything else, because we are waiting at the moment for the captains and the ETC 21. If the ETC 21 have I would say a good chance to leave, then we will just postpone the event if people are interested in the 4 players team tournament, and we will just postpone the event because it's not our goal to overtake
like to be a
Right, but is ETC 2021 still going?
Yeah, I've heard that, and they are voting at the moment. Maybe it's just 9H that will go together, and we will be split as 40K were last year.
All right,
So at the moment we have no issue. We have no idea.
That's like a really cool info you gave us, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, from what I know and from what I've seen on the forums, the ATC was out of the question, at least in terms of us.
Stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I think, in my opinion, there's enough space for more competitions to happen on the European scene. So not just the ETC, not just our Swiss Smash, a Super Smash tournament, but also other tournaments could also happen, like national GTs. I mean, I would encourage everybody that could organize things to just have them organized or try and get them as good as possible. For example, here in Romania, we can organize things. Of course, we are a very small community, so with 10 members, we can even go to restaurants and have dinner together. So, and
yeah, but so just to recap, like Etienne, you're waiting on the ETC captains to decide
Exactly.
whether or not they want to like make the ETC happen this year. Whether or not it's going to be in Luxembourg, then maybe somebody else will say, "Hey, we might be the host country if COVID situations across the world or in Europe in specific changes." So that's the main issue right now, because as I see it, you don't want to be a substitution. Like
Exactly.
yeah, it's not like you have to choose whether you want to go to the EGC or the Super Smash Flames. Then you'll just postpone it to later this year or something like that.
Exactly.
yeah,
This could be a possibility. We haven't talked about that with Theo, you, and Fred. For me, it's not a big deal if we just postpone the event. If we need to have, if people want to have the event after.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there were specific rules. There was other rules than ETC. There was cool rules, I have to say, because with 4 players, you have to choose at least one attacker, one maneuver, and one defender, and then in the pairing system, you have one free joker that you have to tell before the match, so before the pairing, and you have to say, okay, this guy will be attacker in this mission or in this round.
All right.
So
Yeah.
or
All right.
defender or manner. So this
But
this
then
can
again,
be a tricky thing.
yeah. So, but then again, regarding like a go-to place for more information, it will only be, this Facebook page will only be made as soon as you know whether or not
Exactly.
DTC is like,
Exactly.
if people want to go like
Exactly.
and attend this Super Smash Flames. I think, Child, haven't you added the email in the description so people can like write Etienne or Fred?
We have an email, a specific email for it. It's supersmashflames at gmail.com.
All right. Yeah, I will add that as soon as possible in the description. We're having right here on my back, super dices from Patrick. Thank you one more time. It's absolutely wonderful. I can't say anything. They are from the Piper SS. He's telling me. I love them already. They are absolutely great. I cannot imagine why would anybody want to give them to me. I will just these dice are my soul dices now, and I will use them. You'll make me play SS. This is this is what is going to happen for my next tournament. I will probably be playing SS, and they're not such great lists, but I will be trying to find the best solution to be able to at least qualify for the Swiss Super Smash. But Etienne, coming back to what we're saying, that this is something different from ATC, and this is a different mechanic from what we are seeing in terms of teams. I think there is still room, apart from the ATC, to have a competition that supports team-based play, and it's totally different. It's a total different strategy from a single list building, let's say, or from a single tournament strategy and stuff like this. A team game, it's always harder to think about. You need to think about the pairings. You need to think about what the meta, what your lists are going to do. And for example, 6 tigers. If you come with 6 tigers at tournaments right now, in single tournaments, you're gonna get wasted. But if you bring 6 tigers and your opponent has 10 IS2s, you might have an upper hand on him. Exactly. So basically, I think that Super Smash should be something that we will have to support as a community, and try to put forward, and maybe get some Battlefront support. Why not? And get other people to come in for the project. It's a project that it's not made to make money. It's made for us to be able to get together and play the game. Of course, there's nobody paying for it. We will have to pay for it, but it's something that is not dependable on having to take reservation for big event rooms, having to pay in advance things and stuff like that. But still, we will have to pay something in the end, and it's something that we will play just to enjoy the hobby, to enjoy the game, and this is something very, very nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Good. So maybe maybe people will like to come to this tournament, no matter if ATC happens or not. And having a 4-man team, it's also a little bit much more easy for a national team to happen. And it's also much more easy for, let's say, mercenary team, like friends that just want to come together and play. And yeah.
Etienne, what about a coach? I was thinking about that. Is it allowed to have a coach?
Yeah, at the moment, the goal is not to have more than 100 people at the tournament, because of law, because of everything. At the moment, this is at the moment. If we go for 16 team, then a coach is allowed, no problem. if we go up, then we will have to cut the coach from the event, because we will split this in 2 times 50 players, and so 48 players, and I would not have more than 100, because I don't know why at the moment more than 100 makes people feel stressed, anxious. So it's really something that we will put, and the coach are for real here, and we will have also maybe with you, Theo, some new style of imaging and so film, and maybe like a little video during the tournaments. I don't know what we can do. This would be a goal, to have like 4 TVs on for the game, so people can see what is happening on the best players table.
I could actually bring to you guys like how many tables we're gonna have. So 32 tables, yeah. So 32 webcams. I can totally provide it for the tournament, and we can have like a blast with live streaming from all the tables and crazy ideas, crazy stuff to do. It just has to. The internet has to be with you on that.
Yeah, we have a good internet there. Really, really good.
I was thinking the same about my internet until last night.
Yeah, actually saw there's this guy, I can't remember his name on YouTube, but he does live commentating of Age of Sigmar matches, with separate cameras filming, from top down view and from the sides and stuff, and then he sits there commentating them just like a football match, but it's only one table, but that's quite cool actually. I watched some of the games because it's so well made, and then they have like an attendant next to the table, coming and giving info about the game or what happened, and like if there was an important dice roll that you couldn't see on camera and stuff like that. It's really cool.
That's very, very nice, and we could definitely do such a thing and have commentaries. If I don't qualify for the team, I can be a commentator.
in case you would be a spare partner for me.
Yeah.
For last team,
Exactly. We can have our solo games. Perfect. All right.
Yeah. And one other thing, because it's also part of my job. In real life, I mean, not just in the Flames of War, I'm really into the food system and food intendant. So for me, this tournament, I want to bring the food on the top level. So I have already 2 partners that will come to bring us the food and make us happy with the good quality thing. So this for me is something really important to set up. And to have the joy to propose.
As long as you provide me with hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
All
right.
And you need to have some draft beer as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You see. Gosh.
He's gonna show.
I have something new.
Oh, that's
nice.
Cool.
This is a van. So we can have
the happy truck, or what does it say? Hobby truck.
Exactly. And this is new, so brand new. So he can come to us, and he has I don't know, like 10 different beers.
Nice.
For an event. This was something that I was thinking of. So people, if you think that this is a good idea to bring such kind of things to the tournament, then why not?
Exactly. I mean, have like a food court or something like that outside the place. If the weather is nice, I don't know how the weather is in Switzerland during summer. We could actually have games outdoors.
Mm-hmm. So outside is the campaign, so it's like a field everywhere. So you have horses on the side and fields.
That's very nice. It's no problem. As we could even go with tents. Building tents, army tents all over the place, and that's the thing. I mean, if you need more space, there you go. You have army tents. I'm sure you can find some army tents in the Swiss army.
Yeah, we have enough.
If you don't, I know some guys in the Romanian army who like can provide us with some of the tents.
And Etienne, I expect you to be dressed as the Vatican Guard, in a Swiss uniform.
I'm not Vision, and I'm not. I'm not. I couldn't join it because I have to do too much Catholic and blah blah blah. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But there was a lot of French friends in the army that has joined the Vatican staff for 2 years, and they are real practicants, and this is needed to go there alone.
Yeah, of course, because if you go there, defend the Pope, and you listen to Metallica and crazy stuff,
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Then again, it's cool to have that on your CD,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still doing the army, and it's quite enough. I would say at the moment.
All right.
Captain is quite yeah. It takes a lot of time every year.
It is. Guys, if you don't mind, I was wondering last night, before everything went to ruins and everything went to hell, let's say, with my internet connection. So Christian was talking about something about basing the 4.2 inches mortars and about crazy ideas he had with issues he had with the fact that maybe the 4.2 inches were based on large bases and now they just substitute the medium-sized bases. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with that. Why do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, the thing is, you know the command card we've been talking about. That is a really nice command card, and you can get you can replace your 3-inch mortars with 4.2-inch mortars to get the nice firepower of 3+.
Yeah, the only good artillery that the British have.
Yeah, even though their entire doctrine was built around First World War stuff with creeping barrages and artillery preparations and stuff like that. But let's not go into details. Apparently, Battlefront don't want to sell any 25-pounders, but that's okay. But the issue for me is that I asked on Facebook because I just got hold of a blister package with the 4.2-inch mortars. And to me, it's like, how should they be based? And what space sites should you use? And the thing is, as I wrote it on the forum, Phil Yates, the creator of the game, he answered me, and he said, and I quote, from page 19, lessons from the front, some command cards allow you to field your units as different types of equipment. For example, the 4.2-inch chemical mortar card allows an American player to field their mortar platoon with more firepower. You can either field the normal models, just noting that they have the adjusted characteristics, or you can use special order models of the type that they are being converted into. If you go with the special order models, they are based on bases provided with them, even if they are different from the bases of the normal models. And to me, this is like a rubber paragraph, in a law collection. You can't say that to me as like a competitive player, because then obviously I will use the 3-inch mortars and say they are 4.2-inch mortars. If you look at the Russian heavy mortars and the German heavy mortars, they come on large bases. Yeah, and to me, it makes a huge difference in where you can place your mortars in regards of line of sight, and then also in regards of placement. Are you able to fit those large bases in your deployment area, let's say, and have a good, field of fire and line of sight downfield, downrange? So, but he said to me, it's up to you. And then again, I know this game is made for beer and pretzels in casual games. But then again, why not embrace both things in the game and just say, hey, it's supposed to be on a large base. If you want to field this unit, you have to put them on a large base, because otherwise it has to be a topic for the TO each time you see 4.2-inch chemical mortars or British mortars. I don't know what you guys think about it.
We had the same issues with a new test you will see the next book from German makes a lot of noise in Battlefront at the moment. I'm fighting against a lot of things. I'm literally saying fighting because I'm like looking at what is happening, and it's creating things that is not playable. Even on a fun game, is not playable. So I'm really against this kind of companies, I would say. It's like Tiger, but a bit bigger, if I may say. Sorry, Phil, but it's like that. And this is typically the same thing. We go competitive way. We do as Warhammer used to do in V7. It was the base of the model which was sold with. So, for example, I had a huge dragon sell on a really small base because at this time it was only a small base because you wanted to have the smallest as possible. So you can play the biggest dragon on the smallest things. And it was the same with undead ball thrower or weapon thrower. And this was the tiny model, like really like our Flames of War model. And this was the same. And the new model was huge. It was like 4 or 5 times more
bigger.
And you're like, okay, if you're competitive, you play the small one. You can shoot the same as the big one. You take less place, and you do it. And then you have really funny things, really things that not work. That are not working. And what happened is, in every tournament, you will have extra rules. If you take the 4.2 mortars, you need to take, as every other nation, the big base.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But then again, this is.
I don't have any 4.2 mortars, and ordering them right now will bring them into 2022 probably.
But you see, Etienne, the issue, it's stupid because then it's like, I don't need to buy these miniatures. I can just buy the card package and say they are 4.2 inch mortars. So then again, what is your business plan about this? Don't you want to sell these models to people? And then again, what is up with the base sizes in concerns of competitive play? And the thing is, like, when you look at each new book, each army, as soon as the meta settles, they will only sell those models. And to me, it's like, why should I ever buy 3-inch mortars again? Or why should I ever buy 25 pounders? If I just want to play a casual game, yeah, I can field them, but I also want to field something that I feel I have a fighting chance to win the game with. And if you have topics like that, let's say at ETC or Super Smash Flames or any other tournament, any GT, I would bring 3-inch mortars and say they are 4.2-inch mortars any day.
Guys, I don't want to spoil your wrath about this issue, but from my point of view, Battlefront is not really that interested into competitive gameplay. I mean, you can tell by the way they're making the books, and you can tell by the way they are throwing in some units that you cannot really use for competitive, like Vitman. Yeah, they gave us Vitman. Why? If you don't play 200 points armies, you can't take Vitman, right? So basically, this game, from my perspective, I mean, at this version 4, is not made for competitive gameplay because the rules are so debatable, and this game is made for having like a very fast. It's like World of Warcraft. Have you played World of Warcraft Reality? You can get to top level in like 3 hours, and then you have max gear in like 2 days, and that's my 9-year-old daughter doing it. And I was like, how did you do this? I mean, it took me about 2 years to get to max level. And then she was like, this is very easy.
But then
sorry, but I think this happens with Battlefront also. They are making it like very fast, very like you have to take new models, you have to buy new models. Don't fuss about the rules too much. Don't fight about them too much. Just go with the, it's a faster game. You can play more games. You can have more fun. I think
No,
this
but
is
it's not.
I think this is the mentality behind the selling or the marketing or the way they are having their let's say product releases and these kind of things. Because with the delaying the German migration from January to March,
Mhm,
all right, I can understand that. Okay, guys, we don't want to do this and this and this, but give us the electronic version of the book.
mhm,
Give us
mhm,
the lists in
mhm,
forces. You will get some money from that. Okay, you don't get that many so much money from that, and of course they are targeting people that are actually going to buy the books.
mhm.
Yeah.
But
But
you need a reseller. You need logistic that works. You need everything that's set up with the box and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
as player first, we try the list, and then we buy the miniatures, and then we painted them.
yeah.
And
I,
at the moment, I have not kidding. I have like 40 or 50 armies of Flames of War at the moment, ready to play, and 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 I still continue to buy things to complete the blah 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 with the new meta, because when the L6 comes, okay, I don't have 20 L6. I used to have like 3
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
before.
But again, it's like the way I I love the game to the bottom of my heart. I really love playing the game, but sometimes it just annoys me that there are some things that takes such a small correction. Instead of saying it's up to you, no, it's not like in football. Was there a
Mhm,
penalty or not? What do you feel like? Do whatever you want, play like you want the game to be played. It's stupid. There
mhm,
should be rules,
mhm,
and also for casual games. And then when you see at some of the stuff they introduce, I really like the fact that CERN from Iceland is trying to bring the Panther back. But but again, that tank hasn't been playable for since version 3, and it wasn't very good back then either. And it's like, why can't you just sit down and figure out a way to
to
make
play it.
people have so many
Mhm,
options that you
mhm,
cannot say there's a genuine meta in the game?
mhm,
Because, like, I would like to see how many 25 pounders that they've sold. And I'm not thinking about the ones that are included in the start collecting boxes. I want to see how many people bought
mhm,
25 pounders in a
mhm.
package
actually,
Nothing.
versus the 3
actually,
inch mortars.
actually,
And to
actually,
me, I simply don't understand this. I don't get it. Why they can't make the options to be more like more colorful, where you can
Yeah.
pick all kinds of stuff, and everything has some merit in games.
Mhm,
With the new migration book, when it comes out, it will take 2 months, 1 month probably, and then you'll see the same kind of list run all over the place, and they won't sell any of the other models.
mhm.
um,
The thing is that if I may say, the first book, so till the GT Belgium that we all participated, I think till this moment the books were really really stable. So on all
balanced.
books you have you balance. You have things that were good in every books, and you can have different game style for me. This is my opinion, because in Switzerland we used to play differently, as we see in the European competition like this, and um, it was for me it was good. The books that just came out, they have some really interesting specific style of playing that you Theo are playing really hard on that. I told you honestly that I couldn't play it properly. Like the Cromwell, I love the miniatures. I really do love them, but I can't play them because they are not
What?
competitive at all. The Cromwell army.
Yeah, Cromwell suck. Come on.
Yeah, but I
We
love
all
the
agree on that.
miniatures. Yeah, but the thing, I love the miniatures. I don't know why. They are rubbish. They are worse than a Sherman. and they can't do anything against nothing. They can't charge. They can stay. They can hide. They can't do anything. And they are they are on the book, which where when we played in V3, the crumble list was one of the craziest, best army you could took at the ETC.
Yeah, and you can have challenges and stuff.
Exactly.
But
You know why? Because of the sorry, Christian. Because of the dash mechanic. Because now with the dash thing, it doesn't matter if you have Shermans or Cromwells.
Yeah, you do. I like the 30 centimeters movement. But I don't pay extra cost for these 5 centimeters.
It's 2 inches, man. It's 2 inches.
Yeah, I know, but I like these 2 inches.
Who moves at tactical speed? I mean, don't you know what's the new thing on the block? Don't you know that?
I've read it.
Yeah,
I know.
you just bring 40 tanks on the objective in turn 2 or in turn 1, and then you say, "Come on, bro, come take me out of this zone." You know, you have infantry. You know.
Yeah, this is true. This was one of the things of the mid-war stuff. At the last ETC mid-war, I think the one who brought some infantry was crazy, or he brought American, because you could have a tank for 1 point, which was better than any infantry.
Yeah. You should only bring 1 platoon to dislodge people in exactly. Buildings, like I did with my.
I did as well. Yeah, I did it, but with the Tonko Desniki, so the guy on the tanks, the tank rider. Now.
Yeah, exactly. I won 5 out of 6 games with my British Crusader tanks, and it was all small cars meta and little L6 tanks and stuff. And we talked about this earlier. Like, hopefully it won't be such a deal breaker again. But now, take a German reconnaissance company and get all the good stuff. Take British reconnaissance company and get all the good stuff. Take Russian, cheap reconnaissance and get all the good stuff. And back in the day,
the Russian with the Russian is another topic, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But let's not go into that. I'm just saying that sometimes I think that it will take such a little effort to say, if you want to field these mortars or some of the other issues that have been, if you want to field this, you have to buy this, or they have to be like that. Don't say, do whatever you like, feel free, have a beer, and it's just stupid. I really don't like it. And it'll take such a small effort for them to just state something and say, this is how it is.
Yep. We will see. The thing is, the people who were doing the test are doing the test, but then there was no movement in the books or little movement. And sorry, guys, if I mean sometimes the other test player, but when I look, so really nice battle report on the forum for the test players, is like how to say unicorn world. You have Tiger 2 against Izu 152, and who win? I can tell you.
I told you, have the 6 Tigers against 10 IS2s, and guess who's gonna win?
Yeah, exactly. And then when you say it's not working, they say, yeah, but it's win against this, and you're like, yeah, but this is not the world of Flames of War.
Exactly.
And I say again, if I take the Königstiger, I'm losing against T34. I play only T34 and I'm losing it.
You want to tell us something, Etienne, and we don't want to know. So,
lose lips, sink ships, Etienne.
Yeah, I can't. I have a due diligence. So you know that Königstiger will come.
Yeah. Of course. And I know that I will not field an entire formation of King Tigers, as I'm not fielding an entire formation of Tigers. So basically, I'll be fielding just for support, and that's about it.
But it used to be different. I do remember a really nice list that the really nice list that we've seen at the ETC with 3 Königsjäger formation.
I don't remember that one. I just remember the 6 Jagdtigers list.
No, it was 3 Königsjäger with the Jagdtiger, so it was 4 big things, and they were always defending.
Yeah.
And this for me was a meta breaker of this at that time. And to play, you have only 4 tanks, and they were really amazing to play because it was like totally different from the U.S. Army that they were spawning everywhere on the field.
But it's like I just think that they should try sometimes to think about should we have something that would be like back in the day they had fortified lists, or they had always defend lists, or always attack lists and stuff like that. Because now if you want to win in Flames of War in competitive play, you play at a singles tournament. In most cases you would go for, let's say, attack, and if you have a list where you are afraid of defending, you always pick maneuver, you'll never pick defend. And it has changed from being defending is the easiest way of winning, whereas now attacking is the easiest way of winning. And it all comes down to the fact that there'll be more reconnaissance cars at the ETC or the Super Smash Flames that were actually produced during the Second World War. Like at last ETC, there were more little Italian tanks, the L6, than there were ever produced in the Second World War.
Yeah. it was the same. It was the same with the Zrini.
I think with the Hetzers, listen to me, guys. I think with the Hetzers, we're gonna see a change into the German meta. Come on.
I talked about that the other day.
Come on.
They're on the table to be produced,
I'm just waiting for them to release them, and I was like, come on, guys. I just want 2 boxes of them. 2 boxes.
But don't you ever go hunting for the old blister ones?
No, I don't like the resin models.
Yeah, they are cool.
They're
Probably,
really nice.
but it takes much more time to clean them and have them look very, very nice and crisp.
No.
Then it takes a lot of hard work to glue them, and then a lot of hard work to prime them, and then paint them, and then do all the crazy stuff. And no.
Yeah, but that's also part of the hobby, Etienne. Or Gio, I would never do the hobby without painting, and I would never be painting without playing. So
you know where I agree with you. I agree with you to take resin models to have for specific heroes or characters, because I have Wittmann in resin. I have Otokarios in resin. I have Barkman in resin. I have all the Nazis.
Yeah, do you have the Sturmtiger? The Sturmtiger in the resin was amazing. With how do you call it? The Sturmtiger with the
little guy with the camera and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have also the things that put the weapon in it.
The crane. Yeah. The crane. Yeah.
Yeah. The crane. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we should see where this thing goes, and I know that at a point they will probably go back and look at how things are going. I understand the business model of Battlefront. I don't know why I'm hearing myself. Is it from you, Etienne?
Better,
I think now.
Yeah.
Or something. So basically, the business model it's shifted from competitive gameplay or supporting communities with competitive towards having like a mass game where people could enjoy with their sons, with their friends in their back room and stuff like that. We can also see this from the emphasis they're doing on terrain right now, and on having mats and things like that. Totally.
Yeah, but they've created tanks for that.
Yeah. And they
the thing is like, why would you, like, even in a casual game, it will be over in like an hour or so, 50 minutes, if you bring certain miniatures and you get to defend. Like, how would you ever win with delayed deep research with an army full of IS-2s or something like that? It's just
Uh,
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like
well, you draw on the short stick if you're defending with the IS-2s, if you ask
yeah,
me.
but it could be IS 152s and stuff like that. It's just yeah, and then they give me something like that of a reply with, "Hey, you can just do whatever you want with your mortars."
Right.
And now, just to be a nice guy and to move on to the next topic, it's like I will place them on the large bases because all of the other heavy mortars are on the large bases, and then I get a chance to decorate the bases and make them more intriguing and probably
I'm fine with that. I will have mine instead of my 3-inch mortars, so I will just call them their 4.2 mortars because I'm lazy. And second thing is they don't make 4.2 mortars anymore. So
yeah.
I,
I got
I
a
mean
hold of
I mean
one.
I mean you cannot order 4.2 mortars on their website anymore. So
I got hold of some from someone's a blister from Sweden actually from a web page there.
exactly.
You can also do it on resin, no?
Yeah, print them yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
if you're really into the game, you can say, okay, this is not available anymore on Battlefront, and this is mortar. I mean, there was no, yeah,
Exactly.
sorry, but it's life, huh? In the end.
Let's if we are on this subject, let's talk about the shipping update they've done on the website. And I've been scrambling around this thing. So basically, they're blaming everything on the fact that EU did the Brexit from UK did the Brexit from Europe. Etienne, can you lower the volume of your microphone or headphones?
I can't at the moment. I just need because I. So wait.
Now it's good, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I have problems with microphone.
All right. Because I was hearing myself like the guy talking, in the train station where announcing trains coming over and stuff like that. Damn. All right. Now this is better. Can you say something? Can you say something?
I can't read actually.
Nice. I can hear you now. All right.
Yeah, better.
All right. So basically, what they're saying, they're gonna have a minimum shipping for each of area as follows. UK 7.5 pounds, Europe minimum 18 euros, 15 euros. US it's 10.95. US, Canada, I think these are Canadian dollars, 15 Canadian dollars or $15 US dollars. Yeah, it's US dollars. And then free shipping to Northern America and Europe for orders that are over 85, over 75 in the UK, over $120 in the US, $120 in Canada. So basically, I wonder how the retailers are going to have like this. I mean, I know that my shop was receiving items at half the price they were selling on the website, but this minimum order of 15 euros for shipping, it's not that hard, let's say, and we will have to see how it goes from here. I don't understand, and I don't really get it why they didn't foreseen this happening, the Brexit and everything, and maybe just move, from the UK to France or any other country like Germany, for example. Okay, I know they have a huge fan base there in the UK, or at least open another shop, another um,
Yeah, dispatch center or something like
dispatch
that.
center exactly in Germany, and keep the UK for the UK market, and then
Mhm.
have another one for like the rest of Europe, where you can just work around with the services they were providing us with until now.
I
Um,
saw I saw too that actually, I also play bolt action, and in Warlord games, the ones that create bolt action and a lot of the Black Powder games or historical gaming, they they will pay for all the expenses regarding customs and stuff. In regards to at least if you order something from the UK to Denmark, because some of my friends that also play bolt action, they just wrote on the forum the other day that they take care of all the customs and VAT and stuff you have to pay when you when
Exactly.
you when you want to order a package from there, because I think they're in some kind of transition where they want to have, as we talked about, a dispatch center or a central hub in Europe where they can ship out stuff from, because otherwise they're gonna lose huge amounts of money if they want
Exactly.
to like sell directly. Otherwise, you need to buy from your friendly neighborhood gaming store.
Exactly. Look what I have in the shopping cart. It's my Hetzer Hunter platoon, tank hunter platoon.
But Theo, I think we should show what we talked about pre-show about the new bag that is coming out, because I think it's really nice, and I'm planning on getting one.
Yeah, there's this one. As I told you, my opinion. I don't use them. I
They are
just
excellent.
Yeah, they're really
I
nice, and they're really rugged and really like steady and
Mhm.
can really take some manhandling and
And you can
they
take
really
it to
protect
the
your
plane.
users really well.
Yeah.
you
I
can
have mine for 10 years now. No, 11 years. And it's like brand new.
Yeah, and
No
I have
scratch.
3 of them.
Nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not rich.
And then, but the cool thing is, like, if you look at it
says the guy with
and
50
see,
armies.
like, the,
Yeah.
the cool thing is that the trays you get with it. Yeah, I have so many armies. That's why.
Yeah.
So they are sorted like each nation and each army and stuff, but in each bag. And but the cool thing is, like, if you look at it, you'll get, as I recall, you'll get one tray for carrying big, like extra large tanks such as IS-2s and Tigers and stuff, and all the long barreled vehicles to really protect, the gun barrel from not breaking and snapping is really nice. You can fit in 12 tanks, and you get one with large tanks, which I will probably think is stuff like
The Team Yankee, maybe.
the Achilles or the M10s and stuff like that. They also have like a wide frame, and then you'll get and they fit 14 large tanks and 4 transport teams. And then you get a tray that fits 13 tanks for regular sized tanks, and I think that'll be like T-34s and Shermans and stuff. And then 2 times infantry trays that can sport 18 small bases. So yeah, 18
Yeah, the infantry
medium
tray.
bases and 10 small bases. And I think it's a really good deal, and I'm planning on getting that one.
It's a
So
really good deal. I agree with you, but the infantry trays they should be just one, and maybe have three regular tanks trays.
you
Just
can
Mm.
always buy.
just to update with the new meta.
Yeah. But you can always get some more ones from from battle foam, or you could buy like plug foam that I often use, like to uh, yeah customize the tray sizes perfectly for your miniatures if you have some conversions and stuff.
If you go around Europe with this bag, you can also have only 2 trays and then put your t-shirts and all the stuff you need to travel, and you have just this as a handbag.
Hand luggage, you save money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is what I do.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's a great thing, and probably I'll probably get one myself. But I don't know when that will happen. First of all, because this will be selling in April, so basically they will come by June, maybe. Who knows? Uh, yeah, I don't know what to say about the shipping and everything, and all these crazy things going on right now. I just hope the pandemic ends ASP, and maybe next year we will not have these issues anymore, We will just have the guys at Battlefront joining us in our stream and talk about gameplay rules and what issues we have with certain troops and things like this. But the idea is that yeah, we
Gio, could you bring up the Caesar Awards homepage, because we forgot to put it on the agenda.
yeah. Oh my God.
If you
Yes.
just Google Caesar Awards, but
Are
as some of
we?
you might know, a few months back, I signed up our channel for the Caesar Awards, which is something that is created by a YouTube channel called Little Wars TV that tries to embrace all kinds of historical games, and they also make their own rules for like Dark Ages games and stuff. And because the historical gaming community is bleeding players and not getting new blood in, because younger kids today, they just want to play 40k or Age of Sigma or sci-fi games,
Or Flames of War?
uh, or Flames of War. Hopefully they'll play Flames of War, but that's a historical game. But what they are trying to
What's
do
the
is that
website? Sorry, what's the website address? Because I keep finding like Caesar Awards. It's a National Film Award of France.
oh, just write Little Wars TV Caesar Awards, then you should be able to find it. But what they're trying to do with the Caesar Award is that they want to hand out statuettes, just like in the Oscars, for wargaming blogs or tutorials or videos or vlogs and all kinds of social media based content concerning historical games. And I signed us up for the event, and I don't know whether or not we'll be a nominee, but it could be cool if we got an award. Um, and I know some of the judges will actually be. If you go to the judges, Duncan Rhodes, one of the guys that used to work for Games Workshop, who now has his own painting company, will be one of the judges, and guys from Warlord Games, and I don't know if there are any from Battlefront that'll be part of the judging team or the jury.
It's Battlefront. It's here supporting the Caesar Awards, so
Yeah.
they should be here. They should be doing their thing. So yeah, guys, if
And I
you if
and
we're
I hope
gonna
that
if we're
we'll get
gonna
a
get
chance to win it, because Theo started this thing around this time last year, and it's just gone viral, and we've been
with
gaining more and more subscribers and stuff. And
yeah,
this was just something to entertain people during lockdown, and now it's been like almost every Wednesday since the first time the show aired. We have been doing this stuff, and hopefully this will bring some joy to some of you who are watching on a regular Wednesday evening in the middle of all of this horrific COVID-19 thing. You get a chance to have a breathing room where you can participate in our hobby alongside us. And hopefully they will notice this at the award show. And if not, I just found it funny that they created this idea, because I think it's really good, and it's a good and nice way to award these people that are trying to sustain the historical wargaming community in regards of whether it be Dark Ages, Black Powder, Napoleonic games, World War One, Vietnam, Team Yankee, World War Two games, whatever might be your poison. It's really nice.
yeah, and I hope we're gonna get nominated. I hope we're gonna get some votes, and I'm sure everything is gonna be just rocking solid when once we get the all the competitions and everything rolling on, and everybody will have fun at their tables and do all the crazy stuff. Guys, it's been 1 hour now. My internet has not fallen back. He's been hanging in with me, and I'm very thankful to that. And we're getting really close to that moment when Christian will have to tell us about his anecdote.
Yes. And today's anecdote is about the fact that during the invasion of Normandy, they captured a Korean soldier fighting in the bunkers, and they
Yeah.
were like, "What are you doing here? Korea is not, part
Yep.
of the
They,
Axis
they were in
forces."
German. They were in German uniform. Huh?
Yeah, they were in German uniforms, and the crazy thing is that at the beginning, uh, they invaded Korea and captured some Korean fighters. The Japanese did that, and then they were forced to fight for the
Germans.
Japanese in the skirmish battles around the northern part of Manchuria against the Russians.
All
And
right.
this poor guy got captured by the Russians
All right.
and sent to the Eastern Front,
All right.
like the German Eastern Front, to fight, where again he was captured and put in a German uniform and was part of the Osttruppen that had to fight in
All right.
Normandy.
Yeah.
So can you
Catholic
imagine
too.
this guy?
Uh,
Yeah.
Did he
And
switch? Did he
there's this
switch?
movie that they have made about it. Like it's quite a Hollywood movie, but it has some truth in it. It's called Brothers, I think, and it's really nice. But this guy, his name is what is it? I think his name is. I looked it up here on the internet. Just give me a second. Yeah, I don't know if I'm killing his name, but it's Yang Kuyagong,
All right.
a Korean guy, and he survived the war. And as it says here, after the invasion of Normandy on D-Day, a photo was taken of an unidentified man in a Wehrmacht uniform being processed as a prisoner of war. The official caption does not give his name and instead refers to him as a young Japanese. This current description on the US National Archives refers to him as young Japanese man. The identity of this man has been a source of speculation. In the 1990s, a theory emerged that he was Korean who was captured by the USSR, who was then captured by Nazi Germany and pressed into service. Then later, the man was identified as Yang Hyogong. However, no direct proof of this has been found. Author Martin Morgan believes the man is not Yang Hyogong, but instead an ethnic Georgian from the 795th Georgian Battalion, which was composed of Georgian Osttruppens. In December 2005, the Seoul Broadcasting System aired a documentary on the existence of Asian soldiers who served Nazi Germany and were captured by the Allied forces. The documentary concluded that although there had been no Asian soldiers in the German army during World War II, there was no clear evidence of the existence of Yang Kyong. So I don't know whether this anecdote is true or not. But come on, it
That
sounds really cool.
that's a
that this
really
poor guy, it will make
that's a
for a great novel, and the movie Brothers, it's really nice movie where you also see how the Japanese do suicide runs against the Russians with Molotov cocktails, and you also see the invasion of Normandy from the German perspective, where they really, show how they get getting shelled by
can
naval
I find it on
gunfire.
Netflix or something?
I don't think it's on Netflix. I can look it up. Meanwhile, you close down the show, too. I'll see if I can find it.
Right. Yeah. So absolutely great, absolutely astonishing anecdote. I never knew about this. Etienne looks like he had some
Yeah.
reasonable information about this topic. I didn't knew that a Korean guy got captured by the Japanese army, then by the Russian army, then by the German army, and then by the American army. Is it that impossible?
The movie is called My Way, and the film is based on the story of a Korean named Yang Kyung, who was allegedly captured by Germans on D-Day. Blah 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 blah.
So
But
I
it's
must
called
find
My
it.
Way. Yeah,
I must find it.
2011.
Yeah, I will just Google it and, and search for it. Guys, I can smell dinner. I know Etienne has to cook some dinner,
Exactly.
and probably Christian has to eat some, or he has to go and take care of his miss by this time now. Guys, thank you once again for tuning up with us in version 3 of the 37th episode, which in the end I think brought up a lot of information to you guys out there. I hope that we mumbled about interesting things for you. I am sure that I will have to get back to you guys with some tricks and some new lists that you can have and you can use to just suffocate your enemy and win by turn 3. I will actually try to do some videos on my TikTok channel because I upgraded to TikTok now.
You're
I,
so modern to you.
yeah. I'm upgrading to every. I actually found nice things about Flames of War on TikTok, and I was like, is it so? I will probably show you guys some mini clips about how to do this kind of crazy things. Thank you guys once again for tuning up with me, and thank you for coming back a second time, a second night, all this week. And I hope you guys stay
And a
safe.
shout out to the guy who spilled the coffee in the Roman.
Yeah. Exactly. A big shout out. A big shout out and a big thank you to Patrick, who kind of softened my heart today with the present he made for me. I was really not expecting that to happen, especially with the long delays, and I know he had some issues mailing that to me.
Yeah, I have the info. I can give it to you. It was Patrick, so I know Patrick, of course.
All right.
So I have the info. I forward you after the video.
All right. So thank you guys. See you guys again next week. Take care, stay safe, and be sure to roll those sixes nice. Take care.